Guru after guru after guru is telling you to start an AI automation agency going into 2026, and this is fundamentally going to fail you. This business model will no longer work, and I'm going to show you exactly why right now. And in order for me to do it, you need to understand the difference between software companies and AI automation agency owners' wants and needs, because they are quite frankly a conflict of interest. What is a software company's entire purpose? They are trying to increase their enterprise value. And why are they trying to do that? So they're able to sell more in the future. And you're like, Joseph, how on earth do you know such an insight? Well, I also own a software company. What I'm trying to do is increase my enterprise value. So 2-3 years from now, I can sell for multi 8 figures. And how on earth does a software company do that? Well, it's really, really simple. We're trying to make our software platform as easy as possible so any person can log in and use it straight away without having to use much IQ power. Now let's look at an AAA owner. What is it that they want? Well, they want these software companies to remain extremely hard to use, because remember, they are simply the middleman. Right here you have the software, then you have the AAA owner, then you have the consumer. You are simply the middleman within it. But once software companies get to the point where pretty much anyone can use it, someone who has no technical abilities, and they can make a workflow just like that, what on earth is your role? You as a middleman simply goes away. People no longer need to pay you high ticket prices. And I tell you what, every single time I am always going to bet on the software company to win. Every single time this software company is going to beat you as an agency owner. Right now, depending on where you are, I can pretty much guarantee you don't have a few $1 billion behind you. But let's go ahead and look at these automation software companies. Zapier is backed by billions. Go High Level is backed by billions. And I want us to pay close attention to some of the features they have recently added. Look, Zapier Copilot. All I need to do is simply type in what I want to build and what's it going to do for me. It's going to output that build for me, meaning I need no technical experience. But let's continue. Look at Go High Level. Even Go High Level has recently added this. All I do is type right here what I want. So this could be an SMS follow-up sequence. It's instantly going to build it for me. This takes no effort whatsoever, because originally, before all of this was made, that was your USP. You were coming in to save that business owner time and remove the need for them to figure out how to use stuff like this. But that need is completely gone, because nowadays anyone can just type into here, I want XYZ, and it will produce it. And in fact, it's a whole lot easier for a business owner to do it, because what you need to understand is, when you are trying to sell some sort of AAA service, you're getting on a call with the agency you just signed and you're trying to articulate and explain, hey, I want this, I want that. But a lot of the times, this AAA owner is probably going to misinterpret it. So it goes ahead, implements it, but the business owner isn't happy with it. So there's tons of iterations, tons of revisions. Now imagine you as a consumer simply just typing in, I want this, I want that, and you can just go back and forth and fix it. It's going to be a lot quicker and a lot cheaper. And it just makes no sense whatsoever for you to offer an AAA service. So with that understanding, you're probably scratching your head and being like, what on earth shall I offer? And the best possible way for you to understand what AI agency to offer going into 2026, during 2026, and many years after is by simply reverse engineering the acquisition process. And I want to take you on a trip down memory lane. A few years ago, acquisition for any high ticket offer, software companies, info offer, agency owners, it used to be really, really simple. And you may have even come across an ad like that. You typically don't see them anymore. And if you do, they don't really convert. People would simply run an ad straight to a landing page, and that person would go ahead and pay them $2,500 to $5,000 per month like that. And this was because we weren't in something I like to call a trust recession. People weren't constantly getting pitched 24/7. Their levels of being weary and being like, is this offer really worthwhile? Is it actually going to help me achieve XYZ? We're at all-time low. Right now, they are at all-time high. So this type of acquisition method no longer works. As you can see, nowadays, consumers of high-ticket offers are far more skeptical. due to years of being screwed over. I mean, let's face it, you hear so many horror stories of people buying info courses, working with agency owners, whatever it is, just come up with something in your head. I can guarantee you someone has a horror story behind it. So now, in order for a consumer to buy from someone, the whole entire buying funnel is completely changed. And I want to show you proof. So Google recently released a case study. It is called the 7-11-4 rule, and it is basically a marketing theory attributed to Google, suggesting that to build brand loyalty and encourage a purchase, a consumer needs to engage with a brand for 7 hours, so they need to watch 7 hours worth of content across 11 different touch points in 4 different locations. So as you can see, a consumer needs to watch a whole lot of someone's content in order to decide, hey, I'm buying from this person. In fact, I don't really want to buy from this person. It is a whole lot different to someone running a simple 30-second ad, someone buying like that. Most of the time, these guys didn't even create organic content. And I know this may sound like a nuisance, right? It's like, I have to do even more work nowadays to get a sale. But it's actually a really, really good thing for us. And I want to show you. Business owners are finally waking up to the fact that they need to create content. And I want to show you, I actually got this from ChatGPT. It is actually a statistic over the last 5 years, how business awareness has increased of needing a content marketing strategy. Just look at the increase, 77, 84, 97, 90%. And that's in 2020. And we can just guarantee it's just further going up. I mean, yeah, there was a dip here, but from that, every year it is going up. And look at this, 9 in 10 organizations now have a content strategy, which is 90% in 2024, which is insane. But the one thing you guys need to understand is that most of these 90% of business owners who have a content strategy, they're doing it absolutely terribly. I mean, look at it for a second and really think about it. You must see business owners all the time, whether it's on their personal brand or even their business account, just making some crap content, which no one's watching, no one's engaging with, and most importantly, no one is buying from. And you should see that as an opportunity. Instead of listening to what the crowd's saying, all the fluff, who was simply just trying to sell you some sort of shitty commoditized course, you need to understand where the business owner's core need is and what they are trying to get. They are trying to get more leads. They're finally waking up to the fact that they need to create content. Most of them are already creating content, but they're doing it bad. And I want you to pay attention to where I said most of them are already creating content. This is a really, really good thing. So back when I first started my AI content agency, I was pitching a lot of people who weren't creating content. And this made the sales cycle really, really hard because I first needed to sell them on the idea of creating content. Once I sold them on the idea of creating content, I then needed to sell them on paying me. But nowadays, because most business owners are creating content a lot more, all you need to do is find business owners who are already creating content and then sell them on working with you. You no longer need to sell them on creating content. So you are completely removing an entire stage within the sales cycle, which is going to decrease it by a lot and help you make a lot more money. And this is why I believe an AI content agency going into 2026, during 2026 and many years beyond is going to be the best AI agency offer you can possibly offer. Like I was saying, we are at an all-time low right now. People just aren't trusting someone who's making some sort of bold claim from a 30-second ad, and they're not just hopping on a sales call with them, forking out thousands of dollars to work with them. It no longer works like that anymore. People need to consume a shit ton of content to make a buying decision. And it is your duty and your job to capitalize on this gap in the market and be like, I'm going to go ahead and work with XYZ business and I'm going to fill that need for them. And when we look at what type of offer this is, and these are the best type of offers you can pitch, it is not only I will make you money offer, but it is also I will save you time offer. And you really want to try and combine both of these offers together because it positions you as more of an authority and it really helps you to value stack your offer. And the best part is we deliver 100% of this by AI. And before we continue and I show you how this process works, I know you're chucking tons of objections at me being like, what the fuck, Joseph? You were just on about AIA being completely commoditized because it is used by AI. And yeah, I'll hold my hand up. So let me provide my case and my argument. With an AI automation agency, the product you sell is a workflow. So you build them out a custom workflow, right? You set it up once, it runs, and you're pretty much done. But the problem is that software companies are trying to make that exact workflow possible in one click. Like we saw earlier, you just type in up a simple prompt, it instantly produces it. So they are trying to replace you and make setting up these softwares that you were selling as easy as possible. And the second thing is, you can't really stack MRR, and that's a big problem. You really want to stack MRR, guys, because then each month you're going to start off knowing, okay, I have 20, 25K coming in every single month. With AAA, you're starting from zero, and it's the same with other business models like ecom, dropshipping. Every single month they are starting from zero. I don't know about you, but me personally, I like knowing I have XYZ coming in every single month. And with AAA, there's not really an MRR opportunity. And I know gurus are saying you can sell some sort of up fee where you constantly go ahead and check in on the workflow, but it's like, what on earth is that to check in? Zapier, go high level. They automatically do this for you. Most of the time, people are just going to object and not pay you for it. But when we compare this with an AI content agency, the product is not at all. The product is consistent content and an entire workflow that saves a business owner time and brings them content. So once again, a multi-dimensional offer. We're saving them time and we're making them money. Even though, and I'm going to be honest with you, even though a business owner could create content themselves, it is a massive drain on them. But before we continue, think about it. Every single big YouTuber you watch, probably in this world, the money-making online world, Alex Hormozi, Ayman Gadzi, you really think they're scripting, editing their content themselves? Absolutely not. They have an entire team who does it for them. All they're doing is sitting in front of the camera and pressing record. Very soon, we actually see it now for a few YouTubers, they're even using AI avatars, meaning they're removed for 100% of the entire process. And that's where you come in, guys. You are simply handling the entire content workflow for them. So from coming up with a strategy, ideas, scripts, editing, packaging the videos, you are making that business owner's life so easy that they simply are just sitting in front of a camera, what I'm doing right now, talking and getting people to watch their videos. So as you can see, it's a multi-dimensional workflow. So it's not commoditized at all, because yes, you are leveraging AI, but it's not a one-off thing someone pays you for. And that brings me on to the next point. Because it's not a one-off thing someone pays you for, every single month, you can stack up MRR, and it's going to result in a very, very low churn rate. Depending on what videos you have previously watched from me, you would have seen I actually dropped a case study. It was how I'm getting this client, his name's Matt, to pay me every single month for the last 2 years. Yes, you heard that right. For the last 2 years, I've had this guy called Matt pay me every single month. And this is because how sticky content is. I mean, once someone starts creating content, they're starting to get a few clients from it. It basically becomes addictive. They're never going to churn. And that is what you were doing, guys. You were just filling the void and you were helping someone create content and attract clients. Once you do both of those, it is very unreasonable for them to ever churn. So here's the exact protocol that you can implement right now to find and fulfill for clients. So you can start signing AI content agency clients today. Okay, so I'm now on this AI lead scraper, and this is undoubtedly going to be the best possible way for you to find dream clients who want your help and need your help. And this is for completely free. Literally just go to the description below. You're going to see something called lead scraper. Sign up for free. Generally, no cost involved. And when it comes to us finding dream clients who want and need our help, we need to really understand and pinpoint who we are trying to sell to. You know, you see a lot of people saying sell to these 20-year-olds who are doing some sort of coaching courses. But no, I'm trying to sell to people who are really easy to sell to. And who are they, you may ask? Well, this is going to be rich boomers between 40 to 60. What you need to understand is they're already rich. They have validated that they're good at what they do. They have provided so much value to the market. But the reason they're not very good at social media is, well, it wasn't really a thing back when they first started. As a result, they needed to find other marketing channels in order to acquire clients. So right now, they're basically playing catch up. They're trying to grow on social media, but they're absolutely terrible at it. So let's understand what this type of demographic of person would be. It's not going to be someone who says, I am a business coach is likely going to be someone who uses a more professional term. Business consultant, it could also be someone who says, I am a keynote speaker, I'm a business analyst, I'm a business strategic thinker. So all we're going to do in order to find them is click onto Instagram keyword, and we're going to type in something like this. Find me 20 business owners who have the word keynote speaker within their bio. And the great thing, which I really love about finding people on Instagram, is we can validate that they're likely already creating content, meaning, like I discussed earlier, we can remove the pain point of first having to convince them to create content. Once we've convinced them, then having to convince them to buy from us. We're literally removing a stage of the buying sequence, which is why it is so important. So it's quickly going to go ahead and scrape that for us. I'll come back the second it's done. Okay, perfect. As you can see, it's gone ahead and returned us a bunch of dream clients. So keynote speaker, every single person that we want. And all we do is just swipe along here. We can go to their Instagram and then we can start reaching out to them. So I'm going to go back to the Miro board to show the exact outreach protocol that you need to implement. Each day you are going to find 30 people on Instagram and you are going to reach out to them. But you are going to go ahead and do a custom message, and you're going to do it across 3 different paragraphs. So your first paragraph, you aren't trying to pitch them anything. You are just complimenting them. A great example, because as we saw in the previous one, a lot of the people we found were women. I think one of them was called Sally. We could say, hey, Sally, I came across one of your recent keynote speeches. I really liked XYZ. So compliment what you liked about it. Straight away, this is going to attract someone because it really buys into their ego, and people are going to be like, yeah, you know what? That keynote speech was pretty good. I'm very good at what I do. Now what we're going to do here is do the pain point. So we're going to say, but Sally, I've seen recently you're creating a lot of content, but it's not really getting the reach or getting the clients that you desire. So as you can see, we're firstly spiking their ego, but then we're dropping it down. We're saying, I haven't seen you do well in XYZ. Now we come in and we pitch with our CTA. So we're not trying to get them to book a call with us straight away. That is stupid. Instead, we're going to send them a personalized video breaking down a content strategy we would implement into their business. And what's the goal of this content strategy? Well, it's really simple. This entire goal is to help them get more prospects, nurture these prospects, and most importantly, get these prospects on a call with Sally already pre-sold. And we would pitch that by wanting to send her a personalized Loom video. As a result of sending these 30 DMs each day, we can expect a KPI response rate of anywhere between 5 to 7%. And the reason I only said 30 is Instagram has a lot of limits on how many DMs you can send. So if you do want to send more, make sure it is on a separate account. It is not wise at all to be sending more than 40 DMs per day on a singular account. I just say 30 because I'm trying to play it safe. And as you can see from here, 5 to 7%. From here, when the prospect responds to your Loom, all you're going to do is book them on a call. From the point they book a call to when the call is, you want to be sending them a bunch more content resources. Because once again, guys, even though we are selling them the 7-11-4 rule, it is also very important that we are doing it for ourselves so we can create them some forms of content. But the great thing is, if we don't feel confident on camera, we don't need to. We can leverage AI avatars, so we don't even need to be involved in the entire process. So I'm now going to show you once we sign this client after booking a call, because we're trying to average around a 60% close rate, how we can fulfill for them so they're never going to churn and they're going to pay us every single month on autopilot. Okay, so we're now onto this AI content agency fulfillment tool, which I use to fulfill for my agency and countless other people do. So here's exactly how we get clients results so good they never churn. First thing we do is we're going to make them a new workspace. This way we can keep all our clients separate so we never lose track. For this example, I'm just going to call it example because why not? Perfect. The second we've done this, it's instantly going to make them a project management board. So within this project management board, we are able to make tasks for them so we can keep track of all the deliverables we're doing. So anytime we're making scripts for them, content strategies, editing their videos, we can add it all here. So as you can see, all we'd put is example, and then everything's here. And of course, we just drag it along. But here's where things get really, really cool. So we're trying to invite every single client in here. But obviously, we don't want them to know we're using this tool because otherwise we become commoditized. So all we're going to do is white label it to our agency. So we're simply going to change this and then we're going to upload our very own agency's logo. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Okay, so I just uploaded my agency's logo, as we can see here. And when it comes to fulfillment, it's so easy. All we're trying to do is, and I'll actually show you something we were doing recently. So one of our clients is a business coach. So we simply uploaded a bunch of Alex Hormozi and Ayman Gadzhi videos. And all we did was get AI to break it down. So each time it's essentially breaking down what's working and what's not. We can also do this for ads by typing in something like find me ad creatives within the business niche. And it's going to send us a whole bunch of ads which are performing and doing well. This way, if we are also fulfilling ads for our clients alongside organic content, we can use AI to analyze every single thing so we fundamentally understand what's working and what's not. So from this breakdown, what's here? And also we can ask more questions. So if we said something like this, with my client being a business coach, what parts of these videos can we use for a video I want to create for him? It's around helping people scale from 50K a month to 100K a month. Okay, let's go ahead and see what it says. Okay, so as you can see, it's basically taken from top guys in the game like Alex and Ayman, how we can help my client make a script teaching someone to scale from 50 to 100K a month. It's taken all the key parts. If we wanted to, we could also add in their knowledge base. From here, all we're going to do is click long form content. It's then going to pass over every single thing, all the competitor breakdowns, all the knowledge bases. We can also make our client a brand voice, and we can instantly make them a script just like that, which is actually going to perform because we're leveraging so much data on what's already working and what's not. So to really show you guys, you don't need previous experience with an AI content agency because you are simply leveraging from competitors what's working and what's not, alongside just using AI powered insights within the knowledge base and then the brand voice. Once you've gone ahead and done all of this for your client, and you've scripted them stuff, you send it over to them, you have two options when it comes to fulfillment. These two options are going to be the following. A client can either film themselves, or you can go ahead and create an AI avatar for your client. So you can go ahead and do that by leveraging a site called Synthia. So I get it up now. All you need to do within this site is upload a picture of your client, and it will go ahead and make an AI clone of them. Once you've done that, with the script you made in the other tool, you simply give it within this tool and it will go ahead and get your client's avatar to say that, which is absolutely insane. From here, once you've sorted all of that for your client, you're going to go ahead and use this tool once again, but this time you're going to leverage their video editor. And all you're doing is uploading the video you made of the client. From here, it's going to automatically transcribe it, as you can see. When it comes to editing it, all you're doing is just highlighting it, so you need no previous editing experience. And you can also add in AI B-roll, AI effects, or anything by simply pressing that. You then export, and you can instantly start posting videos for your clients, which are going to do exactly what they crave, which is, of course, attracting them new prospects, nurturing these prospects, and then over time, getting these prospects to hop on a call with them, already pre-sold and wanting to buy. And once again, guys, you can literally access all the tools I went over within this video below. So the lead scraper, the AI fulfillment tool, Synthia to make AI avatars of them. You can go ahead and do everything. So going into 2026, during 2026, and many years after, Please do not complain that, oh, the AI agency market is saturated. It is not. You simply have not reverse engineered what's working and what's not and gone ahead and taken advantage of it. So go ahead, take advantage right now, get ahead of every single person and make your AI content agency. If you want help, click the link below. You can hop on a call with either me or my team and we can see how we can assist you. Thanks for watching this video.